are at the top, in the top 50% of the bagel. This creates uneven distribution, and it's not fair. Bagels have been mistreated in our country for far too long. Look at this bagel. This bagel has no education. This bagel has no health care. This bagel has no child care. It's a crime. I've seen bagels in our country literally boiled alive.
Holy bro, that is spot on.
Welcome to part 1 of my bagel tribute to Guy Fieri. How do they taste? Let's find out.
It's of the best we've ever had on the show.
He says it's one of the best he's ever had in the show.
Yeah?
Now, I respect Guy Fieri. He's always polite. He never swears at people. He's always jolly. I respect what that man says. If he says this is the best bagel, I want to eat that bagel.
Yeah, me too,
Right?
dog.
I want to see what that's like. This is a restaurant product. It's fabulous. Don't get me wrong. If you're in the Boston area, go to Bagelsaurus.
Right.
Eat that thing because it's phenomenal. But it raises the question, what if we didn't have the limitations of a restaurant? What if we didn't give a shit about profit? So let's take it to its best extreme. That's the challenge.
We're gonna make a better bagel? Or
No,
like an
I'm not
equivalent
aiming. This isn't a competition.
No,
right?
no.
I don't compete against people I respect.
Damn.
Amateur like me, I'm gonna need the secret weapon, right?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, bro.
Voila!
Yo, what the is that, man? There's like 12,
Alright.
there's like 12 whole layers
There's so
there, bro.
specialty yeast. I actually went to an actual pro brewery and I got this. And this is not available to the public. This is like an industrial secret. Living yeast from the actual brew activities that they do. This is arguably the best flour on planet Earth. All they do is wheat, grains.
Right.
As wheat, like, never went to a factory, never sat in a warehouse. When you order it, at that exact moment, then they grind it into wheat for you.
What?
Yeah, it's especially custom made to order. Otherwise, it just stays wheat. I went in there and I said, I'm making bagels. What is the absolute most gourmet wheat you could give me? And they actually custom blended and ground this for me. Guess what? I found out Renzulo,
Yeah.
our old friends at Renzulo, they have a custom roasted coffee made for them in Napoli, Italy.
What?
Only they sell it. You can't get it anywhere else. I said, Franco, what's the best coffee? Franco made me a cup of this. Oh, it is without a doubt the best coffee I've ever had in my life. Good old-fashioned, just the way God created, Canadian seawater.
Some people will have a problem with you saying that God created this water.
All right, just the way Mother Nature excreted. It's
Oh my god, that does not sound any much better.
okay.
but-
Now I want to put it in my mouth. Yeah. This is welcome to beautiful Bachelor Bay, British Columbia, folks, home of Vancouver's cleanest ocean water.
Yo, this guy's frolicking down the stairs. Don't trip or else I won't be able to eat your bagels, gumboots.
You're doing it right on the Maplecook field. Definitely a great place for getting seawater for making your own salt.
Alright, let's see this, bro.
There you go, folks. Nature's best seawater. You know, all the big impurities, they're too big to go through the coffee filter. Yeah. But the salt molecules are small enough. First stage filtered seawater. You can see we've got her boiling.
Yo, this is crazy.
Look at it
though.
as it's boiling down in the last water. Look, we're actually getting real salt. As I did this, I discovered that there were more steps than I thought there were going to be. First, the salt turns into a kind of wet sand, and then I had to bake it to dry it out. And then it turned into salt rocks, which I then had to manually crush and then sift. And the final powder was what ended up to be our homemade salt. I want to dedicate the brewing of this beer to flour, eggs, and yeast, and also Cocktail Tom. They share my love of liquor, and they share my love of strange t-shirts. 90% of brewing ups happen because your sanitation sucks. Iota 4. Iodine-based non-rinse sanitizer.
Can you get that anywhere?
You can get it at a brew shop. Sorry, this is gonna be metric, guys. 1 milliliter per liter of water. This is a brewer's syringe, all right? Meant for this purpose. I'm just gonna go squirt. And we're good. So let's make our beer. And I want to dedicate this to a couple more fans, man, because we have the best fans on planet Earth. Guys, you are the best. Jason Ho made a statue of me in Minecraft.
What?
Yeah, it's a digital statue, but still. Mike Cotton Barbecue made like fake movie trailers with me in them that
Really?
are off the hook, man. It looks like I'm in a bunch of movies.
Bro,
But obviously I was never in these movies, but he just made these and posted them on his channel. Look what I got!
What's that? What's that? Okay, well clearly it's water. But...
Yeah, but it's not any ordinary water. This is actual Canadian glacier water.
Okay.
I think Canada's the #1 for glaciers. I'm not gonna go to Antarctica to get, glacier water. This is a muslin bag.
It's a cheesecloth.
It's like a cheesecloth. It's the same idea. I'm gonna put my grains and stuff in there, right?
Yeah.
Into this kind of sock,
yes.
and steep it in there. I'm gonna stuff my muslin bag with our flavor elements, okay? 20 grams of roasted barley. Check it out. Lavender from France. Whoa! That smells awesome. Yeah, look at that.
I love purple, man. Purple.
Yeah. Oh. There we go. Not too much. When you use lavender flower, a lot of people don't. It's an edible flower. You can eat them. There's nothing wrong with that. But they're kind of like rosemary, if you know what that is. It's got a flavor to it that can overpower. We've got our lavender and our roasted barley in this bag. I'm going to tie it shut. Oh, it's got this smell to it. Woo! Oh, this is boiling away. Cut the heat. I'll count for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. And then in we go.
They're just like losing the over the fact you didn't measure it.
I'm just doing this the Maplecook way, which might be totally freaking wrong, but whatever, Like,
only time will tell.
I'm willing to take that chance. And if you don't believe in me, I believe in me. It's producing a lot of color and flavor, right? I'm just gonna let that sit there for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
All right. It's time to see what's under the cover. Are you ready? Voila! Oh!
Wow, look at that, eh? Oh yeah, it looks like coffee.
It is not coffee, I assure you. The rest of our glacier water.
The rest of it?
Yeah.
Dump it, bruh.
And we're just gonna bring that to a boil.
We are beast off a leash on this show. We ain't got no cage, man.
We're drunk and naked behind this dumpster.
What?
She's boiling away. There are no germs in there at all, right?
Oh yeah.
Amber malt extract. I'm gonna dump it in.
Whole thing?
No. Not for this amount of beer. You want to stir it now.
Oh my god.
You want to stir it because otherwise it'll burn on the bottom.
Okay.
If you have burnt malt on the bottom of your brew, no.
Okay.
Raw honey.
I see you.
Lavender and honey go together real well. Woo! Look at that. That's raw honey from the honeycomb, guys.
Yeah.
Always directly from the beekeeper. I don't deal with any bad quality honey. That's going in there.
Damn, bro. Yeah. Oh, wow. It's tossing in there.
That's a lot.
That's bussin'. That's bussin'.
It's bussin'.
Shit.
I can smell the terps.
Nah.
Oh, that's sweet.
You taste them, though.
That is good, honey.
Oh, yeah. You can't.
That's even better than the last time. I guess it's different every time because the bees go to different flowers.
Yeah, well, honey's honey, but you're
but
right.
that's got different flavor.
You are right. It does vary slightly.
Belgian candy sugar, and it increases the alcohol content and complexifies. That's not a word. It complexifies the flavor, but you know what? The same thing, molecularly speaking. Why will this not open? What the f, man?
Oh no! Here we go.
So the same thing is for sale here in North America as golden syrup. If you want to be extra, like really, really picky about it, Belgian candy sugar's slightly darker.
Okay.
But this thing's already dark enough.
Oh wow! It's just. I am just appalled at how you never measure anything.
But it always works out, right?
I guess we're gonna
It
find
does.
out.
You've eaten my shit. You've eaten my shit. What the? Oh! It tastes like candy.
Candy?
It tastes like candy. Liquid candy. So there's a lot of different sugar elements and flavor elements in here, which is going to make this beer rich with flavor. 50 grams of Northern Brewer hops.
Oh, that's some good kush you got.
Yeah. It's hops.
Right. What are hops?
Woo! All right. Hops are a type of green flower that are bitter as. These things are naturally antibacterial. This will make it bitter, and it'll also have a preservative action on it. Here we go.
Oh wow, it's just throwing it in there.
Yep. There we go. And we're doing it right at the beginning of the boil for these ones because these are what we call bittering hops. Later on in the boil, we're going to add aroma hops, but we'll get there when we get there.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to keep stirring that.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I do not want it to boil over. This is a very sugary, sticky substance right now. And if it boils over, the kitchen is going to be a disaster area. Yeah. It's going to be F-U-C-T. All right, you see how it's all bubbly?
Yeah.
Okay, I almost had a boil over because I wasn't paying attention.
That was close.
That is what you don't want.
Damn.
I saved it, but I barely saved it.
Look at all that weed.
Yeah, it's not weed. It's not weed. What the hell? You have to keep stirring it because if you don't, it'll burn on the bottom, which will be bad. You have to keep watching it so that you don't have a boil over because that would be bad. But this is how you brew.
Cool, bro.
And we just keep this going for 50 minutes.
Okay.
All right, you can see it's been going for 50 minutes.
Yep.
And we have all the bitterness of the Northern Brewer hops all in there, and that's fine. That's lovely. And what we got to do now is put in these Willamette aroma hops.
Okay.
Okay, and these aroma hops are going to give it a floral essence that would have been destroyed if we had boiled it for the whole hour.
Yeah.
Whoa, you can see it's all like swirling around now because it's breaking apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're gonna let that go for 10 minutes. Now it's been going for a full hour. You saw me do all the things. Now comes a stage when I have to rapidly cool it, otherwise it'll oxidize and it'll taste like, you know how bread can go stale?
Yeah.
Beer can go stale if you don't cool it down fast enough. And what I'm about to do is not the textbook way to do it. Okay? Every professional brewer out there is gonna have a hissy fit when you see me doing this, but I've been doing this for 10 years. Trust me, it works. What I'm supposed to do is put this through a heat exchanger. It's like a copper coil that you run the hot wort through, and you have cold water on top of it, rushing past the copper, and it cools it down real quick. I don't have a machine, and I don't think it's necessary. What I got right here is more glacier water that I put in the fridge. Actually, it was in the freezer. It's not frozen, but it's really cold.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna mix the two, and it'll drop the temperature really fast. Then I'll put in the yeast.
Cool.
And like I said, you're not supposed to do it that way. I'm a professional. I'm kidding, I'm not. I'm a total amateur, but here we go. Cut the heat, and here we go, cool it. I made it too concentrated.
Chill, bro, chill.
I'm doing that, I'm chilling it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, see, I'm making it cold. I made it too concentrated on purpose so that I could pour clean water into it.
Yeah.
And there
Smart
you go.
man, smart man.
There you go, see?
Damn, bro.
You're supposed to measure temperature. Like, you know me, I don't, right? I sanitize my hand. Just here, I'll show you again. Sanitize my hand. All the germs are dead on my hand.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a bit warm, but that's okay.
It's a bit warm,
It's a bit warm. The thing about yeast, if you're comfortable, yeast are comfortable.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I can tell that's a bit warm. I've got countermeasures, right? This is my fermentation tank, my primary fermentation tank.
Yeah.
It's only for demonstration purposes. A normal batch is like 5 gallons. These are Citra. These are Citra dry hops. And we're just going to put them in.
Can I get a close up on that real quick?
This is a proprietary...
That looks like fish food, dog.
No, but it's not neither fish food nor dog. It is... It is a hop that was developed by the Sierra Nevada Brewing Company, and they own the rights to this.
What?
And it's only when they harvest it, if they've got too much, then they will sell their excess to the public.
Cool.
So this is actually really hard to get, and it tastes like mangoes and flowers and tropical fruit and all that kind of thing.
I dig it. I dig it. Try something.
Whoa! Oh, yeah, I get the mangoes coming through. Okay, we'll pour all that in the bottom there. And I'm going to commit sacrilege. More glacier water. Glacier. Okay, that should be about enough.
Wow. Why is this sacrilege?
Because that's not the way you're supposed to do it. This is totally not the way you're supposed to do it. There we go.
Wow, this is...
It's going to take a while. It's light enough. I can just pour it.
Oh, it up.
There. Don't go higher than that.
Really?
If you go higher than that, because the yeast are gonna make a big bubbly mess, cause a problem.
Gotcha.
So this is the yeast I got. Really, really grateful because I walked in there and I said, "Would you share your secret yeast with me?" And they went, "Sure," because I've known them for years.
Sweet.
Like normal people in the public, you can't normally do that, but because I am me, I walked in there and I said, "I need this, guys. Would you?" And they went, "Sure."
Who can say no to Maplecook?
Lots of chicks. I know that for a fact. But it's from Europe. Probably from a monastery. And yeah. Just hit me.
Whoa, okay.
Right. It's the right temperature. Put a cap on it. in a week, it'll be ready for secondary fermentation.
Sweet.
2 weeks later, I should not wait any longer than that for primary fermentation to finish. You can see all the activity it's quiet in there. The yeast has settled down. We call that flocculation. I'm hoping to not smell vinegar. Voila!
Hot damn.
Yes! It smells like beer. It smells just like beer.
This man just struck gold, yo.
Oh, you've never had the displeasure of opening 23 liters of vinegar.
Oh, wait! It literally turns into vinegar if it does. If it doesn't go right.
How do you think I got the homemade malt vinegar for the Gordon Ramsay video? It's already beer. It's just not carbonated yet.
That's the only thing.
Yep. Oh, it smells amazing.
Ooh, really?
It smells really good, folks. And this is so much better than we're supposed to do. I almost forgot. We gotta dry hop this son of a...
Dry hop? Dry hop?
That's
I thought I heard you say something
These
else.
are dry hop... Okay. These are citra hops. They're known for tasting and smelling like tropical fruits, among which are mango. Even though there's no tropical fruit in it, right into there.
Yeah.
And it's gonna soak for 2 weeks. You know.
So?
I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I would normally use a whole ounce for 23 liters. So... There we go. That should do it. That should about do it. Did not make up this name. This is not called a cork. It's made of rubber. It's called a bung.
A bung.
Yeah, and that's your bung hole.
Yo.
Make sure your bung hole is clean
Jeez.
before you stuff it in the other hole. That's in there now.
This show is just all wrong.
The only... But it feels so right. Put in one part of our airlock.
Yeah.
We put a little cover on the inside. You're supposed to do this with water. I'm being fancy and extra. I'm going to do it with brandy. If any flies happen to get in there, they will absolutely get killed by brandy. Cap goes on like this.
Oh.
2 weeks of this, and then it's bottling time.
Okay.
Watch part 2 to find out how the beer and salt turned out and how I used it to make the most delicious bagel sandwiches we've ever tasted.